What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters: Ailish, Life's League, Struce17, William Arnett, OXL, Tyler B, The Big Joe 96, Grubbernut, Kento Camara, and Paid Bill. Thank you all very much for your support, and if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to click the link down below to find out more. We'll see you there. Okay, by luck of a coin flip, that's right, you heard correctly, we are doing GADGET Glaz from Rainbow Six Siege by TheRussianBadger. So, the reason for us doing Glaz, we were going to do a Mumbo Fuse, but we flipped a coin to see which one we were going to do. We actually selected two of them, and we couldn't decide. We were just like, okay, so this one was requested, and this one Nick plays a lot and is interested.
I don't play this one. I'm just interested in this character. Plus,
okay.
I've been trying to figure out what the fuck to do with my facial hair recently. And this dude has a elite skin. Okay, you're pulling it up on there.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can tell, but
that right there.
I was like, I wonder if I would look good with something kind of similar to that. And I don't know if I got it spot on, but
let's see. Let's get it. Let's get a little bit closer on it. Yeah. Let's open it up on its own. Here we go. Okay. And down a little bit more. Can't really tell because of the shadow on your face. You need more of these right here. This going up.
yeah, no, mine's not really as thick as it is.
It took me a while. I had to shave a lot for mine to get as thick as it is. But
I
yeah.
took off my soul patch area
hey, look.
and my mustache.
Actually, I'm him now. Look, it's
yeah,
like
pretty much.
So, do you want facial hair like this? Too bad. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I forgot I vaped into the mic.
Well, it's okay. Oh yeah, I've got to realign the thing real quick. Hold on. If you're wondering how we determine screen size and everything, this is how. Trying to keep everything within like the rule of thirds and trying to keep everything balanced. There we go. So, Adeel, there we go.
Balanced, as all things should be.
Jesus. So, yeah. GADGET Glaz.
This is a bit of an old video. So.
It's older, yeah. It's more than 2 years old. Almost 3, actually. So, let's take a look and see what happens in GADGET Glaz.
Alright, Badger, clutch your kick.
Alright.
God damn it, Big Bong. Hold on. Watch this.
AFK, please go kill him. He's AFK.
Might work. Got her.
Wow.
Brilliant plan. Calculated.
Calculated assault. Fuck, she flew over that fence.
Took a high dive into a shallow
That's
pool.
dirty.
Run while you still have legs to carry you.
So the mid-season patch is finally here, and people are excited. Maybe a little bit too excited.
Frank, hey, Jack, come on.
But before I get into anything specific, I did want to let you know that I not only have a new apparel shop, in that I switched from Spreadshirt over to Teespring, I also have a new shirt, which is ya boy firing a cluster charge of hockey pucks at myself, a crying seal, and Clarence. And I had to stroke him a royalty check for like $6. The premium one is pretty damn soft, but you can pay a little bit more if you want the tri-blend, which is softer than touching Tachanka's face.
Majestic as
Hell yeah.
That's all that I had to say about it. You can find a link to the shop down below. Let me start off by asking you this. When you hear this voice line right here, who are the first 2 operators that pop into your head?
One friendly operator remaining.
I don't claim to be a mind reader, but I can guarantee that you thought of either Glaz or Capcan or both. Now, I like to think that having Capcan as your team's last operator isn't necessarily a dream come true, because he's probably going to find the closest cabinet, throw down a trap, and hope for the best.
One friendly operator remaining.
But Glaz is a totally different story, because Glaz is so savage, he'll shoot you in the dick while you're just innocently trying to pick up some rook armor and then murder your entire team.
My fucking balls!
That's like fucking mean.
And with the new update, his savagery is taken to a whole new level with his thermal scope, which makes enemies light up a color.
Wait, I need to go back and hear that line again.
Innocently trying to pick up some rook armor and then murder your entire team.
My fucking balls!
I know what that's from. I know what that's from. That's from Oni back when he was on Newgrounds. He did a version of Grand Theft Auto. He did a That's Awesome series thing where he did Grand Theft Awesome 4, and that was his Nico Bellic after going off of crashing off of his bike and like hitting his nuts on a car, and he was just like, "Oh, my fucking balls!" Yeah, God, that is an odd call out. It's actually sad that I know what that's from.
That's like fucking mean.
And with the new update, his savagery is taken to a whole new level with his thermal scope, which makes enemies light up a color more yellow than the sun.
You were murdered by your own arrogance. And I helped.
In case you were curious, the whole tactic of using his thermal scope through a smoke screen to kill somebody is not a gimmick. It's genuinely effective in the definition of I can see you, but you can't see me. Not to mention what the map plain has become now. It's basically just Fuse and Twitch trying to aggravate and annoy enemies enough to get them to move around so Glaz can pick up on their heat signatures and headshot them. Whoop-de-doo.
How can you see where anyone is? That's so blurry.
Because they're dumb enough to run outside.
Well, maybe when they run outside.
Like,
They're just totally taunting you.
Yeah, he's just sticking at...
they're playing games now.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Push.
Oh!
God.
I found it.
Ping.
I found the head. However, I do want to mention that not everyone is necessarily happy about it. Like, I was in a game with a Glaz main who happened to call himself Daddy Glaz, and he hates the buff because the thermal scope makes the screen slightly fuzzier and, according to him, worse at longer ranges.
Wow, the new site makes it harder to see. What the fuck? Yeah, fuck the new sites.
Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.
I hate this scope.
Doc was buffed.
My
and
gosh.
to 140 now instead of just 120 like he could pre-patch, and you may think that's useless, but sometimes it saves your life when you're peeking an Ash.
Holy crap, I'm still alive!
In fact, I can't think of a meatier defender than Doc, who is already a 3-armor operator with rooks, trauma / armor / picnic plates, and a 140 overheal from his health gun.
Go on. Try to kill me. I f***ing dare you.
Duh, it's like firing rounds into a giant ball of rubber. Capital's assault rifle received a buff, not that anyone really cares, like until Ubisoft comes out with a patch where they get rid of his patch and give him his eye back, I'm not interested.
I cannot see, I'm legally blind.
Someone that I am interested in is
POP, holding it down. You know, seeing shit like this, and it makes me realize, damn, we actually have a little Rainbow Six highlight video coming out here soon that is Nick's playthrough. Is Nick's playing the game and having fun and all that. And I can't tell you how long I've spent editing this thing, but when you look at it's only 5 minutes long right now, and the amount of tracks and the amount of like cuts and like inserts and everything, it's like 12 to 14 high in terms of all the tracks, audio and video.
Damn.
And yeah, it's possibly one of the most I've ever spent on a single video because of all the overlays and shit that I'm throwing onto it. Because I'm doing this in Vegas, by the way. I'm not doing this in Premiere. If it were in Premiere, it'd probably be a bit easier. But I'm only good with Vegas. I'm a novice when it comes to Premiere. All right, back to it. Sorry.
Buck, or in the words of Anthony Pitt, Bucky Brown, because he was buffed and nerfed at the same time. He was buffed in that he was given an extra magazine for his underbarrel skeleton key shotgun, which is surprisingly effective if you spam it like copy pasta.
Jeez, oh, it's Jaeger, of course.
I saw him. He boarded up the door.
Twitch with her elite skin that looks like a flight attendant.
Yeah, he's right here.
Damn.
What you get for not wearing the orange helmet? I hate spiders.
Fuck him up.
Last operator standing.
Nice job.
Are you sure he's not just sitting in a cabinet?
No. Dude, like in the room.
Hostile activity.
Oh,
Neutralize
shit.
the threat.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
But on the other hand, DMRs are less spammable now because they decrease the maximum rate of fire, which I think was directed at macro users, but I didn't even notice the significant difference.
About that.
Watch out, right there.
I got it.
Damn.
Nice.
After that whole spam nerf, did you hear about that? I get so spammed
Yeah.
pretty hard. Here, let me shoot the moon.
That's still pretty fast.
And in typical Ubisoft fashion, when they fix one thing, they break another. So now at the endgame screen, Buck is bugged in that he's holding his weapon by the buttstock. What the? Why is Buck holding his gun like that? What the hell?
Jesus.
He looks like a really awkward, like, preteen that doesn't really know what to do with
He
like,
looks
a party.
so
He
confused.
looks
God.
like a gangster holding an AR for the first time. He's like, yeah, gotta hold it like a gat.
Yo, y'all mind if I hold my weapon like a complete idiot?
Yeah,
Why
that's.
am I holding the buttstock? I'm really confused.
Just,
Bobby with the tool.
did they add new like victory poses?
Not that endgame screens have always been polished, like the bugware shield operators have said shield on their back, yet they're positioned as if they're resting their hand on it in front of them, resulting in some kind of awkward hover hand has been around forever.
What are you doing?
Maybe I'm just saying, but I'm confident that operators now have shifty eyes at the end round screen. Like pre-patch, they stare directly at the camera, whereas now they glance around looking really suspicious, especially Cavera. On the topic of Caviar, she had her super sneaky pistol buffed, which I can definitely get behind, especially if it means it's easier for her to interrogate IQ.
If you remain
It's big, not playing.
Yeah, that gun has been nerfed since that video that we watched last time, by the way. It's only 65 instead of 90 damage now.
Damn.
She's so skilled at hiding inside of cabinets, I'm pretty sure Ubisoft is going to tell us in a future update that she's married to Capcan. No. What?
Magic, huh?
When you try so hard to be a good cab, you
I
just
didn't know you
become a
could do that
Capcan.
shit.
Now you need is like a boogeyman costume and a trip mine.
Magic.
Now that I've been using her a little bit more, I guess I see the appeal of her kit and why it's so fun to spam a shotgun / suppressed rocket launcher pistol combo.
Yo, bruh. Let me play Cab, you fat bitch.
Alright, I'll give her to you. Only if you get MVP though. That's the one condition.
Okay.
You have to get MVP and then I get to play her later.
I'm the best. I'm the best!
He got MVP.
There you go.
Damn. Oh.
That could have been fucking
Damn,
awesome.
Glaz is like, holy
Nah.
shit.
But those of you that are so sweaty that you will outright leave the game to avoid being interrogated really just need to uninstall and think about how sweaty you've become, especially in casual. Yeah, you just extended your shield in the wrong neighborhood. What?
Ah, you bitch.
What? No.
Fucking asshole.
Pussy.
How does- Speaking of which, they finally fixed the competitive ranking bug, so now those of you that are MLG can go back to spawn peeking similar players of similar skill instead of doing it to toddlers using Xbox controllers connected via Burger King Wi-Fi, also known as the typical player in casual.
Friggin' casuals!
Hey, at least Ubisoft patched the reticles to make them smaller again, which is probably the greatest part of this entire update. Under the category of changes that nobody really cares about, Echo had his MP5 buffed, which I'm willing to bet that nobody will even notice.
How is you not dead, Ash? There we go.
I still need
Onward,
somebody to
eliminate
explain to me
that
why
Ash.
the angle rip sucks compared to the vertical. That's perfect for aiming down sight quicker. I don't get it.
Oh,
Damn.
Wow, that's nice. How to win is Doc right there.
How to win is Echo hide underneath the desk for the entire round and not help or do anything.
Thermite's had his assault rifle recoil decrease, so he's slightly more accurate now.
Thermite's like my main attacker. Until I unlock no
Jackal has
KB.
a C7E recoil increase, so he's
try her
slightly
Because you want to
less
play as
accurate
cute anime
now.
girl.
Actually, I did unlock her, but it was at the end of our PlayStation.
Blitz was
Nice.
technically buffed in that there's no longer a 2-second delay on his aim down sight animation after busting off a flash, but I don't think this is significant enough to even be called a buff.
Above me. Drop it down. Oh, I'm dead. Just laying down.
Damn.
The clutch.
The
B.
Blitz buff is way too much. Please re-nerf.
Hashtag nerf Blitz is now trending.
He's not buffed enough, and so you can dual wield shields.
I just love how Ubisoft is clearly listening to all the hashtag buff Blitz spam and just barely buffs them in the update, almost like they're saying to the community, oh, we see your shit posting. We definitely see it, but that doesn't mean that we're going to pander to your shit posting. So we'll give you a little ADS tweak just to show you that we're listening and then ignore it for another month and a half. Look at my smile. Look at it. It says,
Oh my
I got
God,
buffed
that's
and I'm happy.
terrifying.
That's what it says.
Holy shit.
Or there's a gun to my head and they have my family.
And finally, Ubisoft promised to fix some of the low-resolution headgear textures, aka...
We're eventually going to fix the fact that Valkyrie and Hibana both have facial structures that resemble that of a potato.
That's about it. Be sure to tune in next time when all of you are begging for a Glaz nerf. Goodbye!
Yeah, as far as I know, I think they fixed that by now for sure.
Probably. Well, yeah.
Most of the characters look really good as far as I can tell.
Well, keep in mind, this is 3 years ago, pretty much.
This is 2, it said. Uploaded 2 years ago. When
Um,
I looked it up, that's what it told me.
March
Yeah.
17th, 2017. So
Oh, okay. Well,
just around the corner.
it just says
less
2
than a month.
years, I guess, until
Well,
it
yeah,
actually
until-
ticks over to 3 years.
Yeah, that's one little caveat I've got against YouTube's like timing algorithm because
It should have an option where it says like almost 3 years ago or something like that.
or something like that. Because that's pretty much 3 years ago, and that's pretty heavy. That's some pretty interesting stuff that they've nerfed and gotten rid of and everything. So yeah, go gadget Glaz. Glaz is apparently pretty damn good. I mean, have you ever played as Glaz or?
Not except for in one tutorial mission. Did those.
Now that I've got Siege, I need to go through those tutorial missions. I need to go through them, learn the ropes, and get in multiplayer where I can die with honor and get shit on all the time because
For glory.
no, there is no glory whenever I die. It's just, oh, Nate's dead. Well, that's good. At least we won't have any more stragglers on the team. Meanwhile, it'll just be like, Nate's like, he can hear you. It's like, he can't hear me, dude. He's in another chat room. Meanwhile, I'm in the chat room at the very bottom, and he just hasn't scrolled down to see that I'm still in there. And I'm listening, and all of a sudden, a single teardrop, like, da na na na. Yeah.
All around me are
Familiar faces. Oh, God. Those memes. If you haven't picked up on it, Nick has become a vapor.
I'm trying not to smoke.
Yeah, he's doing this, attempting to make himself feel like better in terms of health, and also keep his wallet from suffering, because cigarettes cost a lot of money. A lot more than the vape juice.
Not to mention, you have no idea how bad it sucks to be coughing constantly, like every night when you're trying to sleep. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I have asthma, so it's a lot worse. And then I have acid reflux, so it gets irritated a lot worse. If I could do anything to reduce the inflammation in my lungs, it would probably be a good idea to fucking do it.
Yeah, especially considering that you're a lead singer in 2 bands. And
yeah, it doesn't really affect that as much, but...
And also,
it's very uncomfortable to try to sleep whenever you can't breathe half the time while you're sleeping.
I understand that. Well, I guess it's a good thing that you're putting forth the effort to get that fixed.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, so yeah, when it comes to Siege, I know that I need to unlock the heroes or unlock the operators as it comes.
Yeah, I think you have like 4 or 5 when you first start on each side.
Okay.
So, but the ones that are across the top row are like the oldest ones, and they're the cheapest to unlock. For example, like Sledge, Smoke, Castle, Rook, yeah, like, but then they get more expensive the newer they get as you go down towards the bottom of the list.
Okay.
Like, I think at least a couple of them that you have unlocked at first are like Habana and Ash. And,
well, I know Ash is like the
I
best.
can't remember which others.
Like the best starting out operator.
Supposedly. She has a small, like, apparently, like, she's kind of hard to headshot.
Yeah, well,
but
that's
I've
what everyone
never been able
says.
to do jack shit with her or the thing that she uses, like her gadget thing, explosive launcher thing. So, I mean, it depends on, I guess, how you play, like, your play style.
I guess,
So, the one I immediately picked up on with attack was Thermite, and that's because his gun is a gun that I can kill people with consistently. Like that 4 kill you saw in that one video, that was Thermite. Like,
yeah.
That gun. But also, he has, like, a gadget that even if I'm not trying to work with someone, I can a lot of times pull off sick shit with. So, I mean, he has a Thermite charge. So, if they've reinforced a wall, even if they got that reinforcement on it, as long as they don't have it electrified, or I think a mute jammer next to that wall, then you can still blow through that wall. And sometimes you can set up shit to where you just come through a place that nobody's fucking expecting you to come through and wreck some house.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why I like him.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I've pulled off some shit, like my team will be like on the other side and I'll just be like, oh, let's just go through here, you know? Like they're not expecting you to come through there because they reinforced it, really. So you're just like, hello, motherfuckers. Oh, yeah. And just Kool-Aid Man into the room and fuck everybody's day up.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess that's going to do it for now for this Russian Badger video. This was Go Gadget Glaz, Rainbow Six Siege. We are the Renegades once again. And if you want to see the original video and more Russian Badger, feel free to click the link down below in the description. It will take you to Russian Badger's channel. And hopefully you will go to Badger's channel and enjoy all the goodies that he provides for everyone out there. The man has 2.5 million subs, so he knows what the hell he's doing. So, I guess until next time, everybody, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
And we will see you all in the next one, everybody. Peace out.